Race, Racism, and Religion, a three-part video produced by the General Commission on Religion and Race, explores three interrelated topics that are important to our witness and ministry as followers of Jesus Christ.
Race is the challenge that we have before us, and it divides us, it identifies us, and it challenges us to struggle to define and understand who we are as really one people, one race in a sense, one human race.
I would say culture is a concept that in one way or another defines one's identity. It's part of my life, but it hones us, explicitly or implicitly hones us to be the individual we are now.
For me, I like to talk about ethnicity because I'm from Africa, and Africa is multi, there are so many ethnicities, but in America it's all about race, so.
This video briefly defines terms and offers poignant truths and testimonies from a diversity of voices.
We were never Indians in the first place. We were never Native Americans in the first place. We were Cherokees, we were Kiowas, we were Ponca, we were Anishinaabe, we were Dene. We were never in a category by itself.
You have to know our history. If you know that when they brought us over from the continent of Africa, they spilled us all the way down the coast. So you go to Cuba, you see us. You go to Peru, you see us. We're all along the coast.
I am half Filipino and half Caucasian. My mother is from Iloilo in the Philippines, and my father is his ethnic background is Irish, Scottish, and Dutch. So my father is very white and my mother is very Filipino, and my hometown is very, very white, and we live in very close proximity to my father's family, and they're all white as well. So for me, I have a lot of self-esteem issues because I grew up in a family surrounded by beautiful, thin, small white women, and there's me.
Race, Racism, and Religion is a valuable resource to help you and your church gain a basic understanding and yet reflect more deeply about a subject that is crucial to the health and wholeness of our churches and communities.
The word prejudice means that you're rude to someone else because they're different, like if they are disabled or if they're from a different country or if they don't speak the same language. When I see kids from different cultures that are being treated badly from other kids because they're different, it makes me feel bad.
If you're a bigot, then I think you're a bigot. I don't think it's just like, if you're being prejudiced, I think sometimes you're not trying to be, you just say something out of turn, or like something that you were thinking that maybe you shouldn't have said. But if you're being a bigot, you know it, you're trying to hurt somebody.
Discrimination to me is when you deny somebody something because of who they are, where they've been, what they have or don't have.
The church maintains that despite the official end to the slavery trade, colonialism, imperialism, and the apartheid system, the world is still witnessing manifestations of racism.
Confronting and understanding the subject of race, racism, and religion is crucial to our own lives and relationships, especially if we are to live as faithful, obedient disciples of the one who calls us to love one another and to be born again.
Every day in my justice work, I must confront personally, professionally, and culturally the issues of whiteness in the United Methodist Church and in the United States and in the global setting. I continually have to say, what does it mean to be white, Barbara, as you walk through this church, this culture, and desire to be a global citizen?
So when we talk about the issue of inclusiveness, or the concept of inclusiveness, it is not a concept that negates who people are and where people come from. It does not negate my being Puerto Rican and my reality, my heritage as a Puerto Rican. It actually is an embrace of who I am. So when I come to to you from a different church, in a different context, in a different country, inclusiveness means that I'm part of your reality because I am a child of God.
There are these gestures of humanity that really radiate the fact that we are children of God, and there's an image of God in us that can mediate godlike qualities to build people up and help heal the wounds. To me, that's where religion comes in.
It's forgiveness. The ultimate instrument of hope is forgiveness. How do I move beyond my own personal racism? How do I move beyond my prejudices, my discrimination? How do I begin to make that movement and feel a sense that I have hope of being made whole again in the vision of God's kingdom on earth?
Racism is sin. The ways in which we exclude, our prejudice toward one another, use our power to neglect the needs of others, are ways in which we separate ourselves from God and we separate ourselves from one another. And when this happens, the church has an obligation to be that place of healing, wholeness, of justice that brings everyone together, that repents of the sin and declares as one body that we will move forward together into a better future where all people are included.
Watch and listen carefully to the views expressed in this video. Examine what you learn and what you believe. Share your thoughts and experiences as you listen to others, and explore the many ways you can work to overcome racism, empowered by your faith.